Hi everybody, SigTrent here of SigTrent Games, and today I am going to show you a project that we've been working on for the last couple of months. Anne really led this project. It just started out as an experiment. She was working on VTT stuff, collecting data from the game in order to put it into a VTT for Shotgun Fantasy. But it came up with the ideas. She was like, with this data that I have, I put together, I could really make a cool character generator. And I was like, well, there's already some stuff like out there, and we have the hero sheets. But let me see what you can do, and what you did was really awesome. So I was like, yeah, let's finish this and share it with everybody because I think it's something that people really enjoy. And the main thing that makes it super cool is it's incredibly easy to use, it's very fast, and it's very simple. So I like all of those things. It is a web-based application. It's free for everybody to use. It's at herosmart.app. We invite you to try out the early access version and give us feedback. And see if you like it, and see what sort of things you'd like to add to it, and any issues you have with it, so that we can make it better and continue to make it a really cool and useful application. So I'm going to demonstrate it here today with my trusty iPhone, and we are going to make a character. We'll make Dr. Ryland Grace from Project Hail Mary. I think that fits pretty well into Everyday Heroes. And as a molecular biologist, if you haven't seen the movie, I'll talk a little bit more about the character as we go along. And like I said, this app works on a phone, it works on a tablet, it works on your PC, wherever you happen to be. I think the phone version is kind of extra cool just because it's so quick and easy. So anyway, I will be sharing the screen from this as I am recording it, and we'll see how it goes. So what you're going to see right now is kind of the home screen here. It says Hero Smart. Welcome back, Sig. It happens to know who I am. Now, there's no login here, but when I've made characters in the past, I use the name Sig on them. And so it just kind of picked up that as the name of the player, and it's going to greet me with that greeting, which is kind of fun. So yeah, there's no need to make an account with this. Now the trick with that is it does save. Right now it saves the characters on your computer or device. Whatever device you're using through the web page, it's going to save the information that way. So if you use a different device, it won't necessarily know who you are, and it won't necessarily know what characters you have available, right? So just one of the limitations of the way it works right now. But right now, that's a lot easier than creating an accounts and getting passwords and emails and all that kind of jazz. And also, it's just a little bit more secure for you, better privacy in a way and that sort of thing. So you don't have to worry about this app getting any of your data because you don't put any data into it other than characters, I guess. Right. Anyway, so we just push new character. Boom. We got a character sheet here. I'm going to put in the name. So that is Dr. period Ryland, Ryland. See if I type that. I've got huge chunky fingers. And Grace, Grace. Very good. And then, yeah, name of the character, Sig. It kind of remembers me, so it's got that there. And that's going to be fine. We'll still be Sig. Now we've got a little display up here. We're not going to worry about that stuff right now. We're just going to go down here under Core Choices. So we don't have any different origins yet. Right now, it's just the human origin, but there will be more in the future. We've got background. You can choose a background. Anything from the core rules basically is in here. Now, the actor who plays this character is kind of hunky, more so than the character you would think. So I'm going to choose student athlete here to represent that they're in pretty good shape for high school teacher slash molecular biologist. And so a little strength there to show how beefy they are. And we're going to take acrobatics because that's going to be useful on his spacewalking adventures. So we'll apply that choice. Profession. Academia is the closest we have to a high school teacher. Now, of course, a college professor before that is quite accomplished in their field, but has been reduced to teaching high school students. If that is considered a reduction, I don't consider it so. Less prestigious, but maybe more important. So academia, wealth level is 3. That sounds about right. Automatically gets intelligence. So we got 2 more picks for ability scores. So I'm going to pick some constitution and maybe some charisma. I get persuasion automatically, and I can choose either natural sciences or social sciences. There's definitely a natural sciences, academian. And then for language, actually, I don't know what languages the character speaks, so we're going to put in French. When I was a kid, that was kind of the standard one to learn in school. And then I'll apply those choices. Just kind of get the screen centered there again. Press archetype. This is going to be a smart hero. It's very much a smart character based on intelligence. And for class, of course, a scientist. That is what Ryland Grace is all about. So we get to choose some skills. Computers definitely seem to know how to use those. Mechanics does a little fixing of things, and modern medicine because he's a molecular biologist. So, well, not a doctor. He is a doctor, but not a medical doctor. Still going to know a lot of things about health and bodies. And in the movie, of course, alien physiology and so forth. And then choose two expertise skills. We're going to go with modern medicine and natural sciences. It seem to be the things that he's best at. All right. So ability scores, we can do point buy, we can do standard array, we can do a roll. If you roll, then you just assign these picks here. We're going to go with standard array. I always think that's kind of the most fair in a way. And it should work pretty well. This is not like Rambo or something where he's good at everything. It definitely has strengths and weaknesses. So intelligence is going to be the top. You'll notice here on the screen, I think it's pretty cool. We've got the mods from the backgrounds of professions listed. So you can kind of see what's influencing things, where you're going to get the bonuses before you assign stuff. So we're going to go with intelligence first and just get the highest ability score there, which is going to give us a total of 16. I think, probably next up we're maybe strength there just to represent the characters. Buffitude has decent dexterity. I'm going to make them pretty tough. They are pretty tough just because he gets bumped around a lot, and he's the only one that survives in the cryopods, so that kind of makes sense to me. I guess we got to do 10 charisma, 8 wisdom here. Probably shortchanging the actor a fair bit there, I think, but let's go with this for maximum survivability. All right. So you can see we've got a Constitution, Intelligence. Those have been chosen from the archetype. We've got all the skills listed here. They've got all their appropriate bonuses and stuff, so we don't really even need to mess around with that. It even says kind of where they got the proficiencies from, which is pretty handy, I think. Derived stats, you don't need to worry about that, so long as they are all accurate and they look good to me. We've got 2 genius points. That's correct. We've got our plan DC. We've got a number of knowns planned. We can push manage plans in order to select the plans that we have. I think for him, we're going to go expect the unexpected. That's just always a very useful plan. It's kind of like the shield spell. The right tool is pretty good if you're a scientist stranded in space, to be able to find the things you need to make the stuff that you're going to do. With all the things that he needs, he's never going to be able to just totally rely on that plan, but and he's a molecular biologist, so I have the cure. I mean, that's kind of what he spends the whole movie doing, is finding the cure. So I guess he could just use this at the beginning of the film, and then it would all be over. I have the cure for the astrophage. But let's say as a game master, you're not quite going to allow him to do that. It's a little outside the scope of what the plan is able to do, in your opinion. So that if a plan is just way too powerful and it's going to ruin the whole game, you don't have to let the player just auto succeed at that sort of thing. But if it's just sort of going to solve a discrete problem that's right in front of them, you should totally let them do that, because that's what the plans are for, is to solve problems. All right, cool. So we got our plans listed, and in the interface, you can take a look at that plan. It lists what kind of an action it is, which is really handy, I think. And then we've got our talents here, and it shows where the talents come from, and you can pop open a talent like dangerous stuff and read all about it. So that's pretty cool. No feats here yet, but the feats are working, and basic feats can add to ability scores and give you skill proficiencies and all that kind of stuff. The advanced feats don't do that yet. So if you pick an advanced feat, it's just kind of go in the talent list with the things that it gives you. But something that may come in the future as we continue to work on this. You can select armor here. You can select a shield, but this character doesn't have armor or shields or anything like that. I don't think there's any space suits in the core rules. So there are some in the armory, though. Melee weapons. So we're just going to give him unarmed strike. I mean, this guy's not really a fighter or anything. And so one of the cool things is with the weapons is you can kind of rename them. So if you want to take a generic stat block, like a shotgun, and then say it's a specific shotgun, like a Winchester shotgun or something, here we could say this is a headbutt. There we go. Headbutt. And save the changes. Oop, let's get there. Resize my interface a little bit, so we'll square that in. And so now we've got the attack block for that. We've got the attack, we've got the damage, type of damage, all that kind of good stuff. I've got a little thing to say if it's equipped or unequipped. That'll control whether it shows on the first page of the character sheet or not, which we will get to in a moment. Ranged weapons, all the stuff from the core rules is in here. Grenades and explosives, we're not getting into that. And then it's got the stuff that he gets as his iconic equipment from background and profession is also listed here automatically for you. And then you can pick more stuff. We're going to get some pocket stuff. And then we need a science kit. So like an advanced chemistry kit, that sounds really good. And let me just close that up. And then you see we got those two things, the chemistry kit and pocket stuff. Lists how much bulk that those have for you. so on and so forth. Now we've got like identity and flavor, nationality, languages. I'm not going to fill all that out for this character. I hate typing on phones. It's the one thing I don't like about using a phone for stuff. Okay, so we are done with all that. And then what we can do is we can come up here. Now it just sort of automatically saves things as you do stuff. So if I go back out to the roster, boom, there's Ronald Grace, boom, I can open again. If I want to add a level, bleep, level 2, I can go pick a feat. It's automatically going to do my hit points and everything like that. And let's see, where's the feat? Yeah, your feat, we're going to give him some more intelligence. So ability score training, we'll pick int, apply that. We're going to do it again. Get that nice 18 intelligence. Boom. There we go. And you can see that we scroll up here. There's my 18 intelligence, and it's been applied to my computer skill and all the other int skills. Boom, boom, boom. All done with that. And so let's export out to PDF. I'm going to download the PDF onto my phone. And here it is. Of course, you're not going to be able to read this on the screen, but, pretty standard character sheet. First page has got your skills and your stats, your critical statistics, and then any equipped weapons you have. Within reason. It has a limited amount of space. Then on the next page, we've got all the talents. We've got the plans. We've got all 3 of the plans there. And then we've got feats, and we've got gear, and all that stuff. So pretty awesome and pretty easy. And then you can just download that PDF. You can print it out. You can do whatever you want with it. It's not an editable PDF, any of that kind of stuff yet. Just pretty much straight. See it, print it. If you want to change the numbers, you can scratch them out and write something else on there as you play the game. And then you can come back later and you can update your character and then print it out again. Whatever you want to do. It's nice and easy. So, boom, we'll go back to our main page here and then back to here. And there's level 2 Ryland Grace. Pretty cool. All right, so that is that. Pretty much everything there is to say about HeroSmart. So, please check it out. Links down below. And if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. If there's things that you want to see improved or changed, let us know. And if you really like it and you think it's really cool and you're going to use it, please consider supporting it through the Ko-Fi link, where you can either give a recurring donation or you can do a one-time donation, whatever you like. It's all good. It definitely costs us some money to host it. We have to pay for the getting the URL for it and all that kind of jazz. So there's some upfront costs. And then, of course, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And brilliance, if you ask me. My lovely wife did an incredible job, I think. So that's all we got to say for now. I hope you have fun with HeroSmart, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.